What's up, YouTube? This is the Blue Collar Crypto Show. My name is Joe, better known as Dr. Byteball. And here it is. I'm just going to read it. Announcement from Tony on the Bitcoin Talk forum. As I said before, airdrops to holders of Bitcoin and bytes, which we did on full moons, were a good way to bootstrap the network and get initial attention. But last airdrops failed to attract any significant number of new users while quickly consuming the undistributed pool. We had to pivot to other distribution methods, but at the time I was writing the above post, they were not ready yet, and I had tentatively put another old-style airdrop on the calendar. Okay. Now that the new distribution methods are ready and proven, and we've added even more methods than originally planned, the March airdrop was canceled. November airdrop was the last one that paid to holders in proportion to their balances. This is the current distribution methods in no particular order that we'll continue to use and improve. Cashback, verification rewards, and referral rewards to those who verify their real name. It is true that the referral system didn't work quite well for new users who have no bytes yet, and we are going to introduce a new scheme which will allow to refer new users without sending them any bytes. Giveaways, such as those that Rafael does to subscribers. Okay. Mass sending of text coins to subscribers of our partners. We have done 2 so far. Okay, and we'll work on improving conversion in future campaigns. Other similar methods will be added over time. The purpose is to use the remaining undistributed coins most efficiently to acquire as many users as possible. There were multiple suggestions to redirect a part of the undistributed funds from free distribution, i.e. acquiring users, and spend it for hiring more people, paying contractors, etc. While I understand the reasoning behind these suggestions, it is also important that we learn to spend money wisely with the maximum effort per spent dollar before and if we scale up to the budget. Anyway, it is unnecessary to repurpose the undistributed funds now as if we have enough funds in the community fund to fund the current operations in the near future. It is over $1 million in bytes plus another million in less liquid black bytes. So 2 million total. Okay, we're gonna talk about each of these things in a second, but I did not like that last paragraph at all, and I just got to rant about it right now. I'm just gonna highlight it for you here. There were multiple suggestions to redirect a part of the undistributed funds from free distribution to hiring more people and paying contractors. But look at what he adds in, from acquiring users. See, this is where Tony completely misses the point, if I could be allowed to say so. What would go the furthest to acquiring more users? Gee, I don't know, being listed on more exchanges and being available to more people who actually want it. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about when you say that this isn't about getting new users, or maybe you don't understand the purpose of PR and marketing is to invest in getting your name out there so more people will see it and you achieve the actual goal you want. So Tony, you are absolutely brilliant when it comes to programming a project, but I don't understand where you're coming from, because you even made the point to add this in to sort of elaborate on your point here. And okay, the distribution was a creative way to get new users because it certainly incentivized people to link their Bitcoin accounts to get bytes. The problem was, beyond that, the project didn't do anything. So you were effectively just giving Bitcoin holders free money. They knew nothing about the project. They didn't care. And honestly, the minute they got their coins, they dumped them and probably bought stuff that made them more money. So, and he referenced it up here. But the last failed to attract any significant number of new users while quickly consuming the undistributed pool. And I feel like Tony does not understand why that happened, or isn't revealing it or something, because to me it is so overtly obvious. There was no PR, there was no advertising, nothing on that side. So who got the chance to learn about it? Who got the chance to understand how good it was, especially in a year that saw boom and bust ICOs, the rise of Ethereum, and pretty much every other project that made other people rich? So learn from what happened. Okay, so obviously, now pivot to other distribution methods. But at the time I was writing the post, okay, fine. So other distribution methods. Cashback, I want to read more about what this is exactly, but from my understanding, it seems to incentivize people to actually use the Byteball network as like currency, actually do real transactions on it. I think this is a great idea, but I think it's a little too soon in a way, because let's be honest, people really don't use cryptocurrency for stuff like that. Not yet. I mean, we understand the inevitable utility of it. You know, we all do, and let's not get away from that. But right now, nobody buys crypto to use it. We buy it as a speculative investment, and you need to understand that, because you're not only responsible for the programming development side of this project, you're responsible for the project as a whole. So verification records and referrals to those who willingly verify their real. I like that, because it goes a long way to providing credibility. People want to provide their real name and their identity and do business in a so-called legitimate way. Let's incentivize it. That I like that, but I think that it's not going to do enough for the project right now. Giveaways. I'd like to read the details of this before I elaborated on that. Mass sending of text coins to subscribers of our partners. So sending out, I'm assuming it would just be very, very small amounts of coins just to get people to like download the wallet and play around with it to expose it. I like that. I like that. I really don't mind sending a small amount out to people to send. I mean, I've sent small amounts of Byteball to my friends and said, download the software, put it on your phone, play around with it. If you think Bitcoin is cool, check this out. Look what this can do. So yeah, I'm fine with that. Other similar methods will be added over time. But anyway, to elaborate on this last paragraph, while I understand the reasoning behind these suggestions with regard to advertising, it is also important that we learn to spend money wisely. Okay. Where the maximum effort per spent dollar before we scale up to the budget. Okay, this is the sentence here. It is also important that we learn to spend money wisely. Yep. That is a very wise statement, but there's also a wise statement. It's called, you have to spend money to make money. And this is true, because when you spend money, you get something in value of return. And if you spend your money intelligently, you will accumulate things that will grow in value and ultimately serve you. So once you become efficient in this process of spending and acquisition and building, you spend more money, you make more money, and the amount of money that flows through you increases as you grow. And this is something that businessmen have talked about, and something that's pretty well known. And I wish that Tony would pay more attention to that, because, I mean, obviously, we want to spend our money efficiently, and we want to be frugal and get the most out of our dollar. But a lot of people, being frugal can cloud them, and they don't see the opportunity here. And given Byteball's specific position in this market, its peculiar position in that you can't, if you want to get it, you got to go on like Cryptox or with the wallet. You can't even make an account on Bittrex. So it is so critical that this gets on more exchanges and out to new people, that I would argue that it was absolutely critical to redirect funds from the free distribution to get a listing on Binance or get a listing on wherever else. Please. You know what I'm saying? Because I was reading the Slack thread, and somebody said that it cost $500,000 to get a listing on Binance or something, right? That's what, 1,000, not even 1,000 Byteball. Okay? There's 1 million Byteball in existence. Now, the question is to the Byteball community. What is that? 1/10 of 1% of the, is it 1/10 of 1%? Am I math right on this? I think so. 1/10 of 1% of the entire project to get that listing on Binance. Would we as a community be willing to make that investment? Or could you approach the community with a better idea? So here's my idea. I'm just going to take you over to TradingView so we can look at the chart. Tell me I got to log in. I don't want to have to do this. All right, guys, I apologize for this delay here. I'm going to have to, for the sake of protecting my privacy, There, y'all can stare at the wall for a second. All right, guys, give me 1 second here. I'm just typing in my stuff to get on my TradingView account, so I got to put in my email and password and everything. And I know you guys are just hacking fiends in the crypto world. I'm not even gonna question your ability. Probably got bugs in my network right now and everything. All right, there we go, guys. Give me 1 second here. And we're coming back, we're coming back, we're coming back, I promise. There we go. All right, so anyway, what were we just on here? So we're talking about this distribution method and really the necessity of being listed on another exchange. So here is my proposal, and it could easily be done with a smart contract on the Byteball network. You create a bot and call it the Binance Listing Fund. The conditions: you donate to the fund. If Byteball isn't listed on Binance in 90 days, you get a refund. All right? Now, I know the devil is in the details on that, but I think that enough members of this community realize that a listing on Binance would do everything that Tony talks about trying to do with the rest of the distribution. Every single goddamn thing. Get more people involved with the project. Members of the Byteball community, would you give up 100 megabyte if you knew that Byteball could be listed on Binance? 100 megabyte. It's about 50. That's about $60 right now. Would you pay $60? I know I would. I'm sure you would too. And $60 can add up quick. And don't think it can't. So I think we need to come together as a community to raise that money. I mean invest, whatever we got to do. Get the money together. Get us listed on another exchange. You get the word out there, because I'm not impressed by this. I mean, I felt like the distribution needed to end, because every time, I mean, you look at the chart here, and okay, internet's trying to be slow right now, but you see what I mean? Like during the late summer was just absolutely brutal for holders of Byteball, because like right here, so my cursor, distribution. And it always seemed like it was going to come back. There's always a little pre-distribution pump. And each time it would tease you. You'd feel like, okay, it's back. And then you'd like, okay, I got 10%, 20% more shares. It didn't matter. The market just came down so much more. And by the time the winter came around, I mean, most people had gotten out of it. They were like, this is just dead. Because it came on the market with a great idea. It got listed on Bittrex. It got an initial nice buy up, and then it became obvious that the project wasn't doing anything under the hood. As far as PR and marketing, it was just getting overshadowed and plop. And I hate to tell you guys, but unless you just want to see this graph going sideways, and you want to watch why all the crypto projects that you haven't heard of yet surpass Byteball, you need to get on the horn with this. How in God's name is this project going to go anywhere if new users can't even make an account on an exchange to buy it? That is inexcusable. And I hope the rest of the community is as outraged as I am about that, because I just, 13 months in this project as a shareholder, I stuck with it. I stuck with all of it. I scalped a little at the top, but I've been with this because I got faith in the technology. The wallet inspires confidence, no doubt about it. But fuck, man. That's about all I got on this. Talk to you later.